Welcome back to Market Chat with Brenda and Lori. This is Brenda Alfano with Capstone Home Loans, mortgage advisor, and
I am Lori DeSilva with RE/MAX Elite, Linwood, Washington. I'm a real estate broker.
And we've been gone for a little bit, but we are back and ready to give you tons of great information. So Lori, let's just start. What's going on?
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about a Facebook post that came across on my site. I am going to go over what it was, and basically what it was referring to a just listed listing that I had in Shoreline. It was a small 2-bedroom, 1-bath home, not quite 800 square feet, and the lot was maybe about 7,000 square feet. And the comments had several questions, so I think maybe we can address some of the questions because it does refer to the current market, and I'm sure a lot of people have these same questions. So the first question was, $500,000? Why? Well, $500,000. It is a good question, and one of the biggest reasons is that we have a very low inventory right now. Very low. So at the time this was listed, I tried to pull, then we pull comparatives for listings before they come up to determine a price. And we try to find like homes in a similar area within a certain amount of miles. Now at that time, within a mile, there were only 3 houses in Shoreline listed. So realistically, at $500,000, this house was priced appropriately for the market.
Great.
Yep.
And then his second question was, what's the payment on $500,000? Well, that's a really that's a difficult question to answer because number one, when you buy something for a price, that's not going to be the amount of your loan. So depending on your down payment, that's what your payment's going to be based on, and that's going to be dependent on your credit, the loan program, the type of direction you want to go with that. So depending on if less than 20% down, you're going to also have mortgage insurance. So you have to keep that in mind as well. So just so everybody understands what a payment is, a full mortgage payment is principal and interest, which stays fixed for the term of the loan that you have, taxes and insurance, which can go up or down depending on conditions. Right. And if you've got less than 20% on most loan programs, you're going to also have mortgage insurance. So that's the basics of. It's hard to answer what is a payment on $500,000. It's totally dependent. So that's why you need to talk to a professional to have them help you get pre-approved for what might work for you.
Right, right. Now, the other question was, Brenda, do you have to put 20% down?
No, that is the most misunderstood concept of mortgage lending right now to buy a home. You can put as little as 3 to 5% down.
Right.
So the more you put down, obviously the lower your payment's going to be. But you do not have to put down 20%. And as I mentioned before, 20% or less is you're going to probably have mortgage insurance.
Right.
And then he also mentioned, I believe, if it's an FHA loan, you'd still have to put $50,000 down. Well, no, unfortunately, fortunately, that's not true because an FHA loan only requires 3.5% down, which in this case would be $17,500.
Right.
So I'm not sure where that came from, but hopefully we've answered that for a lot of people.
Right, right. The other question that was asked was, do people really have that kind of money? Well, we pulled up a few stats for Snohomish County. So the median household income in Snohomish County is $89,283. For King County, it was $102,726. Now this source was off the MBS highway, I believe.
Right. Exactly.
So people do have money to make the purchases. I will say the last question that was asked.
Can I jump in there though?
Yes.
I wanted to say, I did want to mention that people get this money from different sources. Sometimes they have gift funds. Sometimes you don't know you have a gift until you mention to your folks that you plan to buy a home, and then suddenly they're like, well, I might gift you some money. Or some people can use retirement funds. You're basically trading one asset for another. So there are ways to getting money even if you don't make huge money.
Right, right.
As long as you can qualify. Go ahead.
Well, and the last question was, and then you have to hire somebody to mow the lawn. Well, that is really up to the new owner. I will say that this particular listing was selling a lawnmower with the house. So you wouldn't have to hire anybody, but that was the last question.
Which is just an unusual question.
Yeah.
That's right.
But fair, it's fair.
So, as always, if you have any other questions about what we've just talked about or anything we've talked about in our
Right.
previous videos, or just in the housing market or the lending market alone, please do contact us. We'd be happy to answer your questions.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.